Please have your pencil and paper or your computer ready to take notes and to do the exercises. Hello everyone, welcome to our penultimate video number 8. Last week we learned the English lateral approximant and 3 approximants. We also learned the centering diphthongs in English, ear, ua, the weak forms of conjunctions and pronouns, and word initial consonant clusters. This week we're going to learn the 5 closing diphthongs a, I, oi, and o and ow. We're also going to learn the weak forms of auxiliary verbs and prepositions, word final consonant clusters, and 2 features of connected speech or rapid speech, linking and assimilation. Now the centering diphthongs that we learned last week were ear, and ua, all heading towards the central vowel schwa, which is why we call them centering diphthongs. English has 5 closing diphthongs. 3 of them glide towards the closer vowel I, and 2 glide towards the closer vowel u. So we have 3 towards I, a, I, and oi, and the 2 vowels that glide towards the u are o and ow. English has 8 diphthongs. 3 of them are centering diphthongs that glide towards the schwa, the central vowel. So we have ear, and ua. We have 5 closing diphthongs which all glide towards a closer vowel. 3 glide towards the I, and 2 glide towards the u. So we have a, I, and oi, which all glide towards the I, a closer vowel. Note the direction of the arrow. And we have 2 diphthongs that glide towards the u, again a closer vowel. We have o and ow, again gliding towards the u. Our first diphthong is the closing diphthong a.
This is a diphthong, a double vowel sound. The shape the mouth makes changes from the beginning of the sound to the end. It's pronounced A. Did you notice how my mouth changed shape? A. Now you try. Listen, watch, and repeat. A. A. Now here are some words that have the A sound. Face, day, break. Now you try. Listen and repeat. Face, day, break. Good. For speakers of some languages, it may be difficult to tell the difference between this diphthong A and the long vowel E. Listen carefully to hear the difference. For each example, I shall say the word with the diphthong A first. Ate, eat, faced, feast, great, greet, mate, meet. Now you try. Listen and repeat. Ate, eat, faced, feast, great, greet, mate, meet. Good.
Different spellings of a, the diphthong. Age, lady, famous, April, ape, base, plain, table, ache. Rain, wait, raise, contain, straight, aim, braille, waste. Day, say, today, play, crayon. Way, 8, 80, neighbor, freight. break, stake, great. They, obey, convey, grey, way. Veil, vein, rain, base. Gauge, jail, fate, suede. Ballet, sachet, dossier, foyer. Matinee, puree, café, sauté. The diphthong A starts at the same position as the vowel sound e and glides towards a closer vowel I, which is why it's a closing diphthong. Our second closing diphthong is I.
This is a diphthong, a double vowel sound. The shape the mouth makes changes from the beginning of the sound to the end. It's pronounced I. Did you notice how the shape of my mouth changed? Watch. I. Now you try. Listen again and repeat after me. I. I. It's the same as the word for I. Now here are some words with this sound in them. Price, high, try. Now you try. Listen again and repeat after me. Price, high, try. Good.
Now let's practice. Complete these sentences. All the missing words have either A or I. The words are buy, day, dry, ate, flight, great, miles, night, right, time, way, white, wine. And here are the sentences. Example 1. The plane left in the evening and arrived the next morning. It was a night flight. Pause the video and do the exercise. Another exercise. Read the dialogue, circle the I and underline the I. Example. Why did Jim hit Bill? Pause the video and do the rest of the slide, please. Here's a more challenging exercise. The word knife has three phonemes, n, I, and f. If you reverse the phonemes, you get f, I, and n, the English word fine. Reverse the sounds in the words that we have below and produce English words. For example, sign has s, I, n. You reverse the phonemes, you get n, I, s, the word nice. Might. M, I, t. Reverse the phonemes, you get t, I, m, and the word time. Lick has three phonemes, l, I, k. You reverse them, so you get k, I, l, and the word kill. Now pause the video and do the rest of the exercise. Here are the different spellings for I. I, find, child, climb, like, time, white, sign, design, island, paradigm. Bite, decide, silent, mile, mine, ride, right, title. Buy, cry, dry, reply. Lie, die, pie, tie, cried, fried. High, sigh, light, night, bright, flight. Buy, I, cycle, type, tyrant, asylum, hydrogen. Buy, guy, guide, height, seismic. I'll, either, I, height, maestro, neither. Our second closing diphthong I begins with an open vowel between front and back, near the ah in the words cut and bun, and it glides in the direction of the closer vowel I, which makes it a closing diphthong. It's found in the word find, tide, rhyme, and pie. The third closing diphthong in RP English is oi.
This is a diphthong, a double vowel sound. The shape the mouth makes changes from the beginning of the word to the end. It's pronounced oi. Did you notice how my mouth changed shape? Watch. Oi. Now you try. Listen and repeat after me. Oi. Oi. Now here are some words which have the oi sound. Choice, noise, boy. Now you try. Listen and repeat. Choice, noise, boy. Good.
The first set of closing diphthongs that we have in RP English are a, I, and oi. The second element in each of them is I, a closer vowel. Notice how the arrows glide towards the closer position. On this chart, I've highlighted the first three closing diphthongs that we have learned so far. A in bathe, way, I, thigh, dice, and oi, joy, noise. A, I, and oi all glide towards the closer phoneme I. O and ow glide towards the closer phoneme U.
This is a diphthong, a double vowel sound. The shape the mouth makes changes from the beginning of the sound to the end. It's pronounced O. Did you notice how my mouth changed shape? Watch. O. Now you try. Listen, watch and repeat after me. O. O. Now here are some words that have the O sound. Boat, show, know. Now you try. Listen and repeat after me. Boat, show, know. Good. For speakers of some languages, it may be difficult to tell the difference between the diphthong O and the long vowel OR. Listen carefully to hear the difference. For each example, I shall say the word with the diphthong O first. Coat, court, dough, door, sew, saw, flow, floor. Now you try. Listen again and repeat after me. Coat, court, dough, door, sew, saw, flow, floor. Good.
Now different spellings of O. Go, no, zero, open, cold, bold, folk, old, bimbo, gross, both, roll, soldier, don't, won't, bone, choke, clone, close, and close, hole, home, pole, pose, rope, phone, drove, stone, woke, wrote, trombone, road, boat, toast, coat, goal, foam, goat, load, soap, cocoa, show, own, below, blow, grow, know, pillow, low, slow, although, though, dough, soul, shoulder, boulder, poultry, toe, joe, dough, foe, oboe, so, o, mauve, gauche, plateau, bureau, bow, brooch, chauffeur. The diphthong O starts at the same position of the schwa, and then there is a glide towards the closer vowel U with some lip rounding to produce the diphthong O. Our final diphthong is OW.
This is a diphthong, a double vowel sound. The shape the mouth makes changes from the beginning of the sound to the end. It's pronounced ow. Now, did you notice the shape of my mouth? Ow. Now you try. Watch, listen, and repeat. Ow. Ow. Now here are some words that have the ow sound. Mouth. Now. Foul. Now you try. Listen and repeat. Mouth. Now. Foul. Good. Now, speakers of some languages may find it difficult to tell the difference between the diphthong ow and another diphthong o. Listen carefully to hear the difference. For each example, I shall say the word with the diphthong ow first. Couch, coach, clown, clone, loud, load, found, phoned. Now you try. Listen and repeat after me. Couch, coach, clown, clone, loud, load, found, phoned. Good. This is a diphthong, a double vowel sound. The shape my mouth makes changes from the beginning of the sound to the end. To show you this one, I need an assistant.
Ow!
Good.
Now, which of these words have the phoneme ow?
Mound, mould, rouse, rose, rough, bow, blouse, browse.
No, now. Grown, crown. Boundary, poultry. Blow, below.
Bowl, bowl, allow, yellow. Down, own. Toward, towel.
Underline the word with a different vowel sound.
Is soup is soup about mountains
1,
stone gone closed coast
2,
brown flower snow town
3,
old over lost no
4,
coach boat some road
Ow is found in the words about, loud, sound, thousand, house, blouse, doubt, foul, down, how, now, crowd, vowel, flower, allow, browser, owl, and in drought. Owl begins with an open vowel between front and back, and it glides towards the U, although it doesn't actually reach the U, and there's some slight lip rounding to produce this diphthong. The closing diphthongs that glide towards the U are highlighted here. O, joke, throw, ow, out, how. We have 5 closing diphthongs in RP English: A, I, and oi, all glide towards a closer vowel, I, and then there's O and ow, which both glide towards a closer vowel, U. So all 5 are closing diphthongs. Classify the following words based on the diphthong: A, I, oi, O, ow, ear, ur. Pause the video and look at the 3 quadrilaterals. Which one represents the centering diphthongs ear, ur? Which of the quadrilaterals represents A, I, and oi? And which one represents O and ow? Can you tell which arrow represents which diphthong? Now one final look at the English diphthongs. We have 8 diphthongs. 3 of them are centering diphthongs because they glide towards schwa, which is a central vowel. These are ear, ur. There are 3 closing diphthongs which glide towards the I. They are A, I, and oi, and 2 other closing diphthongs glide towards the U. They are O and ow. Let's now move to part 2 of our video, weak forms. Using the weak forms is important, especially in casual conversation. The words than, and the rarely take the strong form. Use the weak form of not in final position when it's attached to can, have, is, and so on. For example, John can't, Mary isn't. But elsewhere, use the strong form not. I hope not. Note that the forms of can, shall, do, will, and must change when we add not. So can becomes can't, shall becomes shan't, do becomes don't, and will becomes won't. There are 4 cases where you can only use the strong form, not the weak form. Number 1, when the word is final in the sentence. John has. You are. What's that for? Mary will. I don't want to. So we say, what film did you go to? Strong form. But to whom did you give the book? Weak form. Who did you give the book to? Again, a strong form because the word is final in the sentence. There are exceptions. We use the weak form of he, him, his, her, them, and us in final position unless they are stressed. I told her. We called for him. She likes them. Only use the strong form, never the weak form, for contrast purposes, so when the weak form is being contrasted with another word. We drove to Alexandria, not from Alexandria. The letters from Sam, not to him. For coordinated uses of prepositions, I travel to and from London a lot. A work of and about literature. Only use the strong form, never the weak form, when you want to emphasize it. You don't like chocolate. I do like chocolate. We are happy you decided to join us for dinner. You must give me more money. And finally, only use the strong form, never the weak form, when you want to cite or quote a word. You shouldn't put and at the end of a sentence. Use the word and to join clauses. Now remember, whenever a weak form word whose spelling begins with H, like her or have, occurs at the beginning of a sentence, pronounce the letter H. Some of these words, like than, and the, are rarely either stressed or final in the group, but it does happen. I said a son, not the son. In our last video, we studied two types of weak forms, conjunctions and pronouns. This week, we study auxiliary verbs and prepositions. Do becomes d, how do you do? Does becomes does, how does it work? Am becomes I'm supposed to leave now? Or where am I supposed to go now? Are becomes a if it's followed by a consonant sound, the girls are happy, or if it's followed by a vowel sound, the boys are upset. Be becomes be, don't be late. Is becomes s, that's good, or z, where's Jack? Was becomes was, the weather was terrible. Has becomes us, the place is changed, or s, Jack's gone, or z, John's been sick. Have becomes v, you've come, or of, the men have gone. Had becomes the, they'd left home, or ud, the day had been fine. Always remember to use the strong forms has, have, and had at the beginning of sentences. Has anyone found it? And when they are full verbs. I have 2 brothers, but I've got 2 brothers. Listen to these 2 sentences. The speaker asked for questions. The speaker asked 4 questions. Is there a difference in meaning? The speaker asked for questions and the speaker asked 4 questions. The speaker asked for questions is B. The speaker said, are there any questions? So we will ask the speaker the questions. 2. The speaker asked 4 questions. That's the number of questions that the speaker asked. 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's a huge difference in meaning. Prepositions also have weak forms. At becomes ut, come at once. For becomes f when it's followed by a vowel in the next word, come for tea. And it's fur when it's followed by a consonant at the beginning of the next word, come for a meal. From becomes from, I sent it from London. And of becomes of, the Queen of England. To becomes to stay or to go. Now we've reached part 3 of the video, consonant clusters, where we have consonant, 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 no vowels in between. Today we focus on word final consonant clusters, especially the pronunciation of the regular past tense ending d or ed in writing, and the pronunciation of plurals and regular present tense third person singular. Consonant clusters in short phrases: best man, fix this, thank you, watch cricket, nice tune, long skirt, perhaps not, help me, change one, tall tree, loud cry, page 20. Milk's free, mixed sweets, trumped start, plants shrivel. Read the following verbs aloud. Which of them ends with an id, which one ends with d, and which ones end with t? I have transcribed them for you. Divide them into boxes: id, d, and t at the end. Here's the table with id verbs, d verbs, and t verbs. Can you complete the rule? Id comes after, d comes after except, and t comes after except. Let's do the same thing for the plurals and regular past tense verbs in the third person singular. Here are the transcriptions. Divide the verbs into is, z, and s endings. Now add the verbs in the correct column. Now write the rule. Is comes after, z comes after, except, and s comes after, except. In natural connected speech, we don't say words in isolation, we link them up. The first type of linking is consonant to vowel link, across words. A word that ends in a consonant, followed by a word that begins with a vowel sound, we say size 8, linking the z at the end of size with the vowel a at the beginning of the next word. Size up, an apple, stop it, this orange, tell Alfred, don't ask, I can explain. The second type of linking is the R link. We know that the R at the end of English words is not pronounced, that's an RP English, except if it is followed by a vowel. But that applies also across words. So we say mother and we say father, but we say mother and father. We say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but we say 4 eggs because eggs begins with a vowel sound. Your plus eyes, your eyes. The third type of link is the little y link. It comes when we have a word that ends with an e, a, I, or oi, followed by another vowel. We say the animal, the answer. We add a little y to link the two words. Silly idiot, pretty awful, try it on, buy another, say it again, stay a while. This is where the first word ends with e, a, I, oi, and the following word starts with a vowel sound. There is also the little w link. To explain, 2.5, you answer, I'm too upset. It's like you're inserting a little w between the words. So empty, no I didn't, go and see, how are you? And the little w link comes when the first word ends with oo, o, or ow, and is followed by a word that begins with a vowel sound. Circle the R sounds that you think will be pronounced. Mark where you think there'll be a little y link or a little w link between the words. Mark the links between the words and say what type they are. So we have three types of link. There's the consonant to vowel link, the R link, and two types of vowel to vowel link, the little y link and the little w link. T and P are voiceless plosives or voiceless stops. Let's see how they affect each other when they come next to each other in pronunciation. A word that ends with a T followed by a word that starts with a P, right place, white bird, not me. The same thing happens when we have D and B. Both are voiced plosives or voiced stops, and B affects the pronunciation of the D. So we say hard path, good boy, good morning. N and M are voiced nasals. The place of articulation is different, but the M affects the pronunciation of N at the end of the previous words. So we say gone past, gone back, 10 men. T and K are voiceless plosives. A word that ends with a T is affected by the following word if it starts with a K. White coat, that girl. D and K. Bag cold, red gate. And N and N. One cup, main gate. Some more examples of assimilation. Plant pot, stand back. Plant carrots, couldn't come. Stand guard, couldn't be. The voiceless fricatives s and sh. Nice shoes this year. Sh and j are voiced fricatives. Those shops, where's yours? We also use assimilation within words. We say newspaper, I have to, he has to, but there's a big difference between the price ticket and the prize ticket. And remember, it's black box, not black box. Great day, not great day. In this week's video, we learned about the closing diphthongs that we have in RP English. 3 of them glide towards the closer vowel I. They are A, I, and OI. And 2 of the closing diphthongs glide towards U, which is again a closer vowel. They are O and OW. We also learned weak forms, 2 groups of those, auxiliary verbs and prepositions, and word final consonant clusters, and finally 2 features of connected speech, linking and assimilation. In our last video next week, we're going to learn about diphthongs and 2 other groups of weak forms, modal verbs and determiners, and finally connected speech, 2 features, elision and disappearances. Until then, listen to this next audio track and bye-bye.
Major decisions. How do you like your coffee? Black, black. How do you like your tea? With lemon, please. How do you like your steak? Medium rare. How do you like your eggs? I don't care. Sunny side up? I don't care. Poached on toast? I don't care. Scrambled with bacon? I don't care. Over easy? I don't care. Soft-boiled, hard-boiled? I don't care. How about an omelet? I don't care. Come on, tell me, this isn't fair. I told you the truth. I really don't care. Listen and respond with the group. How do you like your coffee?
Black, black.
How do you like your tea?
With lemon, please.
How do you like your steak?
Medium rare.
How do you like your eggs?
I don't care.
Sunny side up?
I don't care.
Poached on toast?
I don't care.
Scrambled with bacon?
I don't care.
Over easy?
I don't care.
Soft boiled, hard boiled?
I don't care.
How about an omelet?
I don't care.
Come on, tell me, this isn't fair.
I told you the truth, I really don't care.